If Amboseli National Park has to be as it has been handed over to Kajiado County, then I think the only fair thing that we can do is to also hand over Dakaine Dam to the Muranga people, because that is our dam. The Muranga people gave their land. They have kept the dam very well conserved, and it feeds Nairobi with water. More than 80% of water that all the people of Nairobi consume come from Muranga. So when are we ever, people of Muranga, going to get compensated? Due to kari huori, idu adwa Muranga. Todo adwa Kajiado ni maki negerwo damuri. Ni ma negerwo National Park ri. Idu adwa Muranga ri. Governor witu dagio no na idu twagiru no gukorwo twikirire mita. Todo idu turoka Nairobi tukariha mai na tukariha kaji ya Nairobi na mai maumite gwitu nimo maratuma mami mage mai ma kwitiriria nyeni, no ithuĩ twokagwo Nairobi tukarĩhio. I mean, sorry for speaking in French, but all I'm saying is this, is that simple. If devolution has to work, devolution has to work, and it has to work for everyone. If we hand over Amboseli to Kajiado County, which is a good gesture that His Excellency Dr. William Ruto is building devolution, then His Excellency should also consider as Muranga people and give us back the management of Dakaine Dam. We should have a meter. At least even if it is only 1% of the amount of money that is charged on that water that flows from our place, that water that makes us not farm, that water that makes our mothers not get enough water to irrigate their lands, it goes to Nairobi and it is sold through Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company to the people of Nairobi. So when we come to Nairobi, we pay water bills for water that stopped our mothers from supporting us because the water has been all of it. Now we don't just have the Dakaine Dam. We should even begin with the North Corrector Tunnel. As in, the water is coming from Muranga, coming from Nairobi, and Muranga people have no ability to levy, even if it's a shilling per meter. So that water is supposed to help the county of Nairobi, because Dakaine Dam is national. It's supposed to help the country. But Amboseli Park somehow is not national. It's supposed to help Kajiado County. So we can have the Mara charged by the Narok County, and we can have Amboseli charged by the Kajiado County. We can even have the Nairobi National Park bringing money to Nairobi County. So look at us, the people of Muranga. We supply Nairobi with water. If we did not take care of Dakaine Dam, that it didn't get poisoned, it didn't get messed up, because Dakaine Dam, literally speaking, would control Nairobi. Think about it. If Kenya went into war with another country, for example, and that country just blew up Dakaine Dam, that would be the end of life in Nairobi. But nobody talks about Dakaine Dam. And actually, even our governor, Irungu Kang'ata, doesn't care about Dakaine Dam. Mwangi wa Iria had tried to say that Muranga people should get something, some compensation. Because actually, if an enemy blew up Dakaine Dam, that would be the end of life in Nairobi. Because all Nairobi water, like 80% of it, has to come from Dakaine Dam. So sisi watu wa Muranga pia tukue considered. If Amboseli can be handed over to Kajiado County, hand over, please, Your Excellency, the management of Dakaine Dam to Muranga people, so that the Muranga people can also get a levy, right? So that we can build hospitals. So that, most importantly, we can build our farming, because we are farmers. lakini we lose a lot of water. Watu wa Katanga na Kandara, I come from Kandara, hiyo maji yote imeenda Dakaini. Kama ingekuwa imeteremka na mito kwetu, pia sisi tungefanya irrigation kubwa sana, and we could probably even feed the country. So let's not just look at Amboseli and the Mara, and even the Mombasa people have to get a levy from the port, because that is where they are, if devolution has to work. Yeah. The people living in Kisumu, the county ya Kisumu, Homa Bay, county ya Siaya, these people also have to get a levy from what we are collecting from Lake Victoria if devolution has to work. Because I'm a supporter of devolution. I believe devolution works for everyone. That it can build the country without the issues of Siasambaya, Maishambaya, right? That people who don't support the government can't get anything. So that is my take, but I think Irungu Kang'ata, you will go home if you cannot defend Dakaine Dam the way Ole Lenku is defending the Amboseli, or the way the governor of of Narok would defend the Mara. Because the Dakaine Dam is our investment. It's a government investment in our place that costs lives. People were evacuated, right? So people have to say, no, it has to work like that, because what is good for the goose has to be good for the gander. So next time, Dr. Ruto, we expect you in Murang'a to also hand over the management of Dakaine Dam to Murang'a County. We don't understand why Nairobi County can charge us water bills and Nairobi County does not know even where the water comes from. That water has cost our mothers and our grandmothers and our parents and our lives, right? They cannot have enough water to do irrigation. When they talk about North Collector Tunnel and Dakaine Dam, literally speaking, we are talking about Murang'a. Don't try to tell us that most of us in Murang'a have come to Nairobi and we are living in it. No, just also give us our due. That will be the justice. And I think that has to be looked at. And whoever is running for governor of Murang'a has to tell us whether they will protect Dakaine Dam and whether they will give our parents some revenue from that dam. Because if I go to Amboseli, I'll pay Kajiado County. But the guy who comes from Kajiado will go to Nairobi and fetch water from Murang'a and will not pay Murang'a County. That is not fair. That is